How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. Also, if you guys would, please head over to Twitch. Follow me there at Douglas447. Stream there at least once a week, whether it's for Call of Duty Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, or anything else you guys suggest for me to stream over there. And if you guys have anything you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. Remember, as always, we're going to talk about positives and negatives, talking about the new Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I will be talking about spoilers towards the end of the video, so if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, this is your spoiler warning, so do keep that in mind. And let's just jump right into it. So I went in to watch this movie with my good friend Mike and his brother Paul, and it was a pretty packed theater, and I was happy about seeing a movie in the theater with a really packed, auditorium, and everyone laughing and everyone giggling and everyone smirking and everyone cheering towards the end of this film. I went in watching this film as a general moviegoer. I enjoyed watching the first Ghostbusters. I've seen the sequel for the original, and I enjoy it for what it's worth. I watched the first 3 minutes of the 2016 crappy reboot, and that was all I could stomach. So I went into Ghostbusters Afterlife with hope. I went in with optimism, but also I was really scared based on a lot of talk with my coworkers that got to see the movie before me, that it just was overdone with fan service and that it didn't give good plot and characters, like an interesting plot or interesting characters where the movie could stand on its own 2 feet. Thankfully, though, I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the new characters. Obviously, there's some that I enjoyed more than others, and I enjoyed the plot as well. There is definitely a bunch of fan service in this film. If you've ever watched the first 2 movies, there's a ton of fan service and nods and Easter eggs to those movies. But the movie on its own, Ghostbusters Afterlife, stands on its own 2 legs as being a movie. It's also a sequel to the original, and it's a soft reboot with this whole new generation of Ghostbusters where they can make more Ghostbusters movies, even if the original Ghostbusters cast will no longer be around. The implementation, the name Ghostbusters will always live on, no matter who has the mantle. So it's a passing of the mantle thing, somewhat like Force Awakens, but this movie does it much, much, much better. It understands the characters. It respects the characters. It respects the audience. It respects the lore, the plot, and things that have been established since the 80s original movie. And I loved that. Like I said, I loved all the characters. I mostly liked the granddaughter character. Edie, or Evie is her name, I believe. So I enjoyed her, and that's about it. I mean, there's some other characters I enjoy, like Paul Rudd's character. I enjoyed being the summer school teacher. Podcast guy I thought was pretty cool. But honestly, I wanted a lot more. Like, it obviously is focusing on certain characters over others, and so when we do eventually get other sequels, I just hope it explores and expands upon the not only the A tier characters, but also the side characters and the B tier characters as well. Let's talk about the villain. The villain in this movie is from the first film. Gozer, I think it's the name, along with its Hellhounds and the Marshmallow Men, yet none of them do really anything scary, nor anything really evil, nothing that we haven't seen before. Like the little marshmallow people, they're in there for like 5 minutes and out of a Walmart. Like, I felt like they were just used as an ad to like sell marshmallows and go to Walmart and get marshmallows. Also, it's really weird how clean this Walmart is in this movie and how vacant the parking lot is at that hour when this movie is taking place. Like, there's no one in Walmart, and the floors and the ceiling and everything, it's like it's brand spanking new, which is super unrealistic. If you've ever been inside of a Walmart, you know for a fact it's completely dirty and it's never that clean, never that well stocked, and it's just a gigantic mess. So if you've ever walked into a Walmart and then you see this movie, you're gonna laugh at how amazing this Walmart is in this movie. The Hell Dogs, they do this whole same thing with being, the gatekeeper and the key master. And then Gozer doesn't do anything in the movie, really just stands around, gets blasted with the quote unquote ray guns. And it's stuff that we've seen before, so there's fan service there. Because of that, the film was mostly predictable until the conclusion, and this is where we're going to start diving into spoilers. So the film was basically really predictable until the original and the new Ghostbusters team work together. They unite to defeat the villain Gozar. So when that does happen, of course, the crowd was cheering, "Yeah, woohoo!" There is two post-credit scenes, and I thought they were really amazing. And of course, they prove that this franchise is going to have a bunch of future films, and hopefully, we'll get some actually interesting new villains and some great character arcs and some great plots to go along with that. The musical score, the soundtrack, fantastic. The CGI is great. Also, the practical effects are amazing. You can tell when practical effects are being used. It's kind of obvious, but it's still just great to see that instead of everything being CGI'd to death like a lot of modern blockbusters are nowadays. Um, Even if you've only seen the first film from the 80s, that's all you really need. You don't need to see the sequel, and you don't need to see the 2016 one, because this movie kind of just erases the events of what happens in those two movies. So if you've seen the first film and then you see Ghostbusters Afterlife, you'll have enough knowledge and understanding of what's going on in this movie, and you'll be able to enjoy it. Um, this film is great. It's great for families. It's great with having a good plot. It has good characters, comedy, action, passion, and soul that even if you're a newcomer, you're going to enjoy this. And if you're a fan of Ghostbusters, you're going to enjoy this. If you're just a general moviegoer and you've seen the first two Ghostbusters movies, you're going to like this. If you saw the 2016 one and you thought this was somehow going to be able to be better than that, it's not. The 2016 one is no longer canon. It doesn't exist. It's for a certain group. And I'm happy that that group has their movie, but it's not what in general audiences wanted. Overall, I felt like the film was familiar and new at the same time, and now I just really want something new in this universe, but still good. It's a must watch. If you guys can see it in theaters, I highly encourage you guys to do so, and it's going to be a great movie to rewatch with friends and family. With it, I'm giving Ghostbusters Afterlife from 2021 an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.